Hey, what's up? This is Kurt, and I'm down here at the range. I'm in Isaac Walton, which is near Lynchburg, Virginia, and I'm testing out some of the reloads that I've done, about almost 50 40 caliber reloads, and mixed brass, and so I've got them all separated out, and I'm checking the weight and doing all kinds of stuff. Currently in my mag, I've got some reloads that I did. There's I think 6 in here. Yeah, there's 6, and they're Winchester shells with and all the bullets on all of these are Hornady hollow points, 155 grain. So I'm going to videotape this and hopefully not blow myself up or my gun. Let me show you some of the stuff I got here. I've got the finished reloads here, and my Glock 23, the ear protection, and this is a caliper. This is what you use to measure the length of the bullet. It's hard to do one-handed, but basically there's a maximum length that a bullet can be. This scale is also handy to check consistency. So for example, I just weighed all of these Winchesters, and they all weigh plus or minus 0.2 from each other. So there's, I know that I did it right, and I was watching it each time the powder was put in and everything, and so I know that that's good. And then I've got a target about 10 yards, 10-15 yards out, and so we'll see what happens. Woo! Well, my initial reaction is, wow, such a smooth load. I mean, I've put 5.5 grains in the shell, and max on it was 6.6. So I thought I'd try out a little bit lighter and see what would happen. And man, I mean, the Glock 23 has a good amount of recoil typically, and because it's a compact, it's not the subcompact. My Glock 27 has even more than that. But I'm usually shooting these 180 grain. Let me double check on that. Yeah, these are 180 grain factory. Either usually Remington. In this case, I've been shooting a lot of Remington lately, but the reloads, I mean, it's amazing the difference. And I don't know if you'll be able to see. Alright, I had 5 failure to feeds on the CBC brass. Actually, you can see see that the firing pin, the primer's indented on two. And let's see. Maybe they're too long. Right length. Same length as the other ones. Something happened on this one. Must not have had enough powder, or I don't know. The bullet's in there now. This is a continuation of the video I was doing yesterday at the range, and I'm going to load it up as yesterday's video, so I'll be loading up two videos today. The reason is my battery died in my camera. I was going along fine, and my battery died, and it kind of died at one of the, in my opinion, the best parts. I had numerous, I think actually you saw some of the failures, but I had particularly, let me tell you, CBC stamped brass is Magtech, and it's a little bit cheaper. You can buy it on ammoman.com, and I had noticed I noticed that the brass was heavier. I actually weighed all the different shell cases on the scale, so I knew what certain things were going to you know, weigh. And anyway, I had 5, 6, 7, over 50% failure rate on the CBC brass. Now I was loading mixed brass when I was doing it. I've since sorted all mine out after the things I found out. The Winchester brass and the Blazer brass performed almost flawlessly, and the problems that I did have were more because my powder charge was a little bit light on all of my bullets, and that was part of the problem with some of the CBC. What was happening a lot was failure to feed. In other words, it would feed into the barrel, but it wouldn't quite lock in, and there it was because the charge was light. So as the slide came back on the Glock, it didn't come back all the way enough that it had that full force to slam it home and lock it into place. And I'm looking at my sheet here that I wrote stuff down on. The Blazer was flawless, which I thought was funny because that's the cheaper, you know, Walmart stuff. Federal, I had a problem seating primers in the Federal, and I don't know what that's about. Now that they're sorted, maybe I can sort that out. And then Remington, I had one failure, but it was getting I don't know what it's called, the technical term, but I had a bullet get stuck in the barrel. Not enough charge. I mean, it went poof. It made a funny sound like that, and then no bullet came out. The slide didn't rack back. The shell was still in there. Cleared it, broke it down. Hey, what's this bullet doing in there? Got it out. That was because I was about a half a grain to a grain too light on the powder charge, and so I'm gonna fix that and then do another 50 rounds or so, take them back out and see how that's going. And that's about it you know, it takes a little bit of time to kind of calibrate and get a feel for what works for you, what works for your gun. I mean, each gun has slight variations, slight differences. I shoot the Glock 23 and the 27. I don't carry with reloaded ammo. I carry with factory ammo. The reason is I've read enough articles that say don't carry with reloaded ammo, not because of reliability, because once you get to know what you're doing, you can make a reliable reload. But what I've kind of discovered in reading these articles is enough zealous prosecutors that want to go after people. If you've used reloaded ammo, they could say, well, you made a bullet that was designed to kill people, which is kind of a stupid argument because that's what bullets are designed to do. But if you're using factory ammo, you can say, hey, you know, I wasn't trying to make anything special, I just bought it off the shelf. So anyway, I mean, I've read articles where they've brought in prosecutors have brought in experts to talk about the more killing power of a reloaded bullet and all kinds of nonsense. So anyway, that's why I carry with factory ammo, you know, off the shelf, whatever. And so that's pretty much it on the reloading report that I did yesterday and today. And so hope you liked it.